What's going on, my people? Humidity Liquidity here, and we're going to be going over this week's Nasdaq price action. So yeah, let's see how you could have entered and what you could have done. Alright, so let me do the back test tool. So 8:30. So Monday 8:30. Okay, so right before 8:30, what do I look for? So here, I see this 1 hour imbalance right here. 1 hour imbalance right here, and we have another one up here. But if this one gets violated, we will look for that one. So then let me go down to the 15-minute and let's see what price does. Okay, so we want to see price drop from here. It's taken out this low, taking out this sell side liquidity here, but we're still bearish. So we want to see price continue to drop, and our targets overall is down here, sell side liquidity. So let's have a look. 15-minute. Okay, so price comes into the imbalance. See what it does. It's forming an order block. So let's mark out our order block right here. Comes back into the order block. Let's go down to the 5-minute. So price comes back in. Comes for this 3-minute order block. So we can refine that right here. So price comes into this 3-minute order block. You can enter off that. Here we see the break of structure, validating this order block right here. Then if you want to look for a re-entry, let's say you missed this or you're still not sure, we wait for displacement to run the 3-minute time frame. And over here I would wait for a displacement. So I want a candle that forms an imbalance and break structure. So let's see. So we get one right here. Then we look for it to create an FVG, an imbalance right here. So this is where we want to enter. If price comes back up here, stops above this area, price taps into it right here. And we want to see prices drop from here. Alright, so prices drops from there, and then we're aiming for this as our first target, sell side liquidity. So we're aiming for this low as our first target. So price doesn't come down fully, so that means we're looking for a retracement and another area of an FEG, but there's no FEGs here, so we can just expect price to just come straight down through. And yeah, price comes down straight through down into the sell side liquidity. So let me quickly just go over all of that. So what happened? I marked out the 1 hour FEG right here. Then I went to the 15-minute. There was a 15-minute order block. So this 15-minute order block, I went down to the 3-minute and I refined it when it came up into here. And then price went down. I was looking for a displacement for a re-entry with a FEG. And then right here where I showed you would have been your entry, safer entry. And you just aim for sell side liquidity. And you'd aim for this area here. Let's see if you would have gotten this area below. You could have also entered off this FVG right here, right there. Okay, let's see, kept going down. Yeah, so you could have gotten a lot of handles on your NASDAQ. Okay, so let's go to the next day. We mark our next day. Alright, so now we want to go to 8:30, where we want to look for entries. Let's just mark 8:15. Okay. Okay, so let me just move all this. Okay, so on Tuesday, what do we see? Okay. So we see this 1 hour order block with a fair value gap, FEG, imbalance, whatever you want to call it. So right here, let's just mark out the fair value gap. So there's an order block as well as a FEG. So let's just mark out the imbalance, and then we go to a lower time frame. So let's have a look. So 3 minutes. Okay, so right now we see price is consolidating. So price consolidating, we want to see this high get taken. Let's have a look real quick. Okay, so this is the 15-minute. I want to look for this 1 hour order block actually. So right here, I'm looking for price to come into this order block above here. This high, I want to see it get broken and for it to come here, and then we should start retracing down. So let's have a look at see what happened. Okay, so it's gone 15-minute. Okay, so it came into this 1 hour order block. Let's have a look at the time. Then okay, so here what happened, that high got taken that I told you about right here. Okay, so the buy side liquidity got taken. Now we're aiming for this sell side liquidity, and we'll aim for below here. If you can aim for here if you want. I'm just looking for quick trades in and out. Okay, so here we see price comes, take out this high, this buy side liquidity here, stop hunts it. Now we want to get a FEG entry, so we see this displacement and we see this imbalance, so we can enter right off it. So let's see. Okay, so as you see here, price will wicked into it and then it's going down. Let's have a look if we can get any more entries. So there was another entry right here, quite a small one, FEG right there, if you can see it. And yeah, price should just head straight towards sell side liquidity. So yeah, you would have made it that day. And let's see, you could also target this imbalance or this low right here. Let's see, sell side liquidity, this low should be taken. Personally, I wouldn't hold for this long unless I've done my weekly profit target. So yeah, as you can see here, price took out the marked sell side liquidity. So here, what happened, price came into this 1 hour order block right here. Then price gave an entry at the FEG right here, this imbalance right here, and then you get in and drag it all the way down to, you hold it all the way down to the sell side liquidity. Okay, and then let's go for next day. Let's mark out 30. Okay, let's go to the 15-minute. So on Wednesday, what's this? 8:30. Okay, let's remove this real quick. Okay, so what do we see happen? Price has come into this 15-minute order block. Okay, 15-minute order block. Price came into it, and then 8:30 comes right here, and we see this 15-minute order block being created. We can also use that as confluence for bearishness. So we see this 15-minute order block get tapped, comes in here, rejects, and now we want to stay with our bearish bias. Then we look at these lows for sell side liquidity, relatively equal lows, and we target those. And then let's go to the 3-minute to find an entry. So here you could have got an entry right off this fair value gap with your stop losses above. Just make this blue. Okay, yeah. So could have got entry there, stop loss above. Okay, let's see. Right here. Let me just make this a bit cleaner. 15-minute order block. Let's go to 3-minute. Look for entry. So your stop losses, so the entry of the FEG here, your stop losses would have been up here. And then you'd carry it down to the sell side liquidity. Let's have a look where you could have entered. Let's have a look at sell side liquidity pools real quick. So this else we can get this one right here. Could look for that to get taken. 3-minute. Okay, so let's have a look where it could have entered. Let's say you missed this entry up here, and you're looking to enter. Okay, hold up. Okay, so I'm just okay. So it came, took out this outside liquidity. We're looking for a retrace, possibly into this fair value gap, or next one being created right now. Okay, so price displays more. So we should look for it to come into this fair value gap, FEG. Okay. Oh, okay, and then price comes into here after a few candles. Should see something like that. Okay, so price comes into it, and then should keep rejecting. Oh, okay, and then another displacement. So after this displacement, we can look for another FEG entry right here. Should give us another entry right here, and then yep, give you a FEG entry right there. Now we can look for it to continue going down. Let's hold up. Yeah, to continue going down for the liquidity. Okay, it looks like it's going to give another entry. Let's have a look. So it's coming back into this FEG right here. So we could see it come up a little higher and then continue to drop, and then give us an entry as well. So let's see if it gives an entry. So here I would look for FEG entry right here. See if it gives it to us right here. Okay, now we should just see it run away and take out this sell side liquidity. Okay. So on Wednesday it came and took out that liquidity, and we'll be done for the day. So now on to the next day. Let me just mark out 8:30 again. Let me see. Okay, cool. So 8:30. I'm at 9:30. So 8:30. This is all New York time, by the way, guys. Okay, so 8:30. So this is on. Let's see what day. This is Friday. So wait, this is Thursday. So on Thursday, we. Okay, so let's see what we could have gotten on Thursday. So on Thursday, okay, so 8:30 comes. See this order block just being created. Order block right here. And then here's our targets for the day. Buy side liquidity. So we want to see price come into this order block and go up. Let's see. So let's go to the 3-minute. Looking for price to come into this order block and possibly this imbalance below here. See if it comes on there. Yep. So you could have entered off the order block, and you could have entered off this fair value gap for a refined entry. So you could have gotten off this. Okay, let's have a look for a re-entry. If you missed this, just move this real quick. Okay, so price came up, order block, fair value gap, displaced, took up buy side liquidity, and then let's see if we could aim for another pull. So here we could aim for this buy side liquidity pull as well. Let's go to the 3-minute. Okay. Okay, so here we could. Okay, yeah. So we see there's displacement. We can use this as an entry. Order block. Right there, you'd be able to enter on this next body. Open. Okay. See if we get displacement higher for this order block. Get this 3-minute order block right here. Let's have a look on a 5-minute. 5-minute. Okay, yeah, good displacement and break. So you could get entry off that. Let's see if it comes down. Comes down to it and it continues up. Gonna see continue up. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So these are the entries you could have gotten. And it should have continued going higher. Pretty sure it went for some of these highs. Let's see. Yeah. So you could have gotten high risk to reward here. Look at this, just simple entries, simple targets. You don't need to target up here. You don't always get those type of targets. You can just aim for low hanging fruit. Don't overcomplicate everything. Get in, get out. Simple stuff. So yeah, look. FVG. Price came to the order block. The fair value gap displaced. If you missed that entry, you could have got into this 3-minute order block. Right here. Then it displaced. Came down to give you an entry. Created another order block. You could have gotten into that order block as well. Give you an entry. Right here as well. I missed this, but seeing it now. Could have gotten into this fair value gap entry. FEG. Could have got into this fair value gap and entered as well. Look at that, just those entries. Okay, now let's move on to Friday. Friday, let's have a look. What could we have done on Friday? Okay. So I'm done my 8:30 time. Okay, Friday. Now let's check the 1 hour. Okay. Wait, let's have a look. So 830 comes in. Just remove that. So it looks like we're maintaining bullish structure, and price wants to come for this buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity, 1 hour. So we have this 1 hour order block right here. We can look for price to potentially come back in and go target the buy side liquidity. Let's have a look at what else. Okay, so right now we want to see price come into this 1 hour order block again and go back up. So let's have a look. Let's see what it does. Okay, so price touches. It's gone a 5 minute. Let's quickly just rewind that. Okay, so price comes back into this 1 hour order block. We want to see, yeah, so we want to see price come to this order block and then continue to price our liquidity. We don't want to see price come anywhere near these lows, so we don't want to see any invalidation of these. Okay, so now price comes into the order block, displaces, it gives it FVG and an order block. So this is an order block and it gives an FVG. Let's mark out the fair value gap. So the fair value gap right here. So price comes in here, comes into the order block or FVG with fair value gap, and then goes up to the buy side. Oh. Okay, so price comes back into the order block, and we want to see price just displace. We want to see price potentially come to this FVG right here. Wait, so okay, so we want to see price come to here. Oh, okay, right here. I want to see price come to there. Comes into it, wicks. Now we want to see price go to the buy side liquidity. See if it gives us another entry. Comes into this FEG right here and continues. Goes up to the buy side liquidity, and yeah, look at all those simple entries. Not overcomplicating it, just using simple order block structure. So I'm using structure, displacement, and fair value gaps. That's all I used today to show you, and liquidity pools, just showing you where liquidity is, where you should target. And yeah, so this would have been your first buy side liquidity target, and then you would take profit most here. But yeah, hopefully I explained this structure well, or this week's price action, and explained to you my thought process behind it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you want more breakdowns, then yeah, I'll do plenty more. And potentially I'll do live sessions, and who knows. But yeah, for now, we can continue the breakdowns so we will understand what's going on. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, you can dislike. If you enjoyed the video, like the video. And yeah, see you guys.